This is US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And we're off from US Bank Stadium. Kadarius Toney now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
For first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. They'll start on the ground, Corum. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. He's going to lob one deep down the left sideline. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Corum straight ahead. And he scampers ahead and gets two on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They'll stick with Corum. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last two carries. It's third and 7. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. Man in motion here. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
They send Diggs in motion right. Second down, run by Corum. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on third down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Third and just 2 to go. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He's on the move. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Martin Emerson with the pick.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
James Cook. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense up to the line fast. First down, and they go right back to him. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Connects with Cook. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw for Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. And now they face second down. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Complete to Tremble. This gets the first and more. Racing down the left side. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings have a great first drive and get the game's first points. McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Give to Corum from the gun. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. Offense in the hurry up here. Corum again. Escapes a defender. That one gains 7. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. Complete here to Bowers. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover it. That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Headed out right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Dose of the hurry-up offense here. try with Corum. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. That big fourth down call is how we close out our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time. Corum trying the right side. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Richardson on third. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Colts. From the gun, a carry by Corum. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Give that tackle to Johnny Newton. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
Certainly drop these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage, but I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the first down. If anything, they can see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
Into traffic, complete. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Working quickly here. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, you can scratch that one from the playbook, and you're not going to call it again if you can't impact the tackle. You just saw him sitting right there. He was ready for a feast, and he buried that draw before it could get...
And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Blake Corum touchdown. Point after converted from Badgley. And the Colts tie this game 7-7. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Cook hauls it in. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. He's got room to roam here. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Changing it up here, Jackson. Pass complete to Cook. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Now, as that play ends, we see somebody hurt down there, and it's James Cook they're sending the trainers out to check on. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. The Vikings looking for a score just before the break. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they'll try to build on that big stop.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you just kind of wait, right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy.
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. Lamar now from the gun. This is caught. Looks like he stayed in bounds too. Great work. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Straight ahead, here's Cook. We'll take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings get some late points and the lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got 1st down from the 31. A give to Corum. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Brought down by Quay Walker. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line. From the 33 on 2nd down. On the move, headed right. Now he takes it.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win. And yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Third and short yardage here, Richardson. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now pause as we attend to an injured player, and you can hear the stadium take a collective breath. It's that quarterback, Anthony Richardson, who's in need of some assistance. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
One thing you cannot say, Kate, about this offense is they're not bold. That was a bold decision. One, they trusted the big guys up front, and they moved the sticks.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. First throw for the backup now. Gets this one to Blake Corum. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. Ball on the 45. 1st and 10. Here's Locke to the air. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Here's Locke. That's into the hands of Dobbs. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Field goal unit out there on 2nd down as they try for 3 here before halftime. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Oh, and that's not going to do it. He hooked it. The kick no good, wide left. And the deficit stays at 7.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
He'll throw it. Flush down out to his left. Throwing on the run, deep down that left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Brings in the kick at the 9. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Another one for Cook. And again, he can't manage anything. Defense all over him at the line. Jackson now on 3rd. Tremble with the grab. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll run it with Cook. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Offense up to the line fast.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Again, it's Cook. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Completed to his running back. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Cook. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Lamar. Forced out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
This is Cook on the handoff. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Vikings grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a James Cook touchdown. Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Juke the defender. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. 2nd down run by Corum. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Offense in the hurry up here. Lock now. Got his target, it's Tony. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Colts 1st down.
Lock to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. Throwing. He's got it deep downfield. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts start the 2nd half with some needed points. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Badgley with the extra point. And the Colts chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Colts 14.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And he works through a lane for a gain up to the 30.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here's a give to Cook. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
1st down, here's Lamar. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Cook. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. This is Cook. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. Defense holds yet again, and now it's 4th and a yard.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Back to throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
So close to getting off the field. The 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, sit on the bench to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Now run by Cook. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Vikings ball, working to carry this lead through to the end. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 48. Connects with Cook. On the move, past the 40. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Play action now with Jackson. He's got it near the 8. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, with a big gain on that play.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right.
And that's a Minnesota touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. The return manages to get just beyond the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. They'll start on the ground, Corum. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
A gain of 14. First down, Indianapolis.
Lock. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Lock looking to throw. Fails out of the pocket quick. That throw behind his intended target.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10 now. He fires one deep down the middle. This is brought in at the 15. Working quickly here. From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First and goal, Corum. Runs it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Blake Corum touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Point after converted from Badgley. And the Colts chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Lamar now from the gun. Connection made to Tremble. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings leading by 7. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 43. Pass complete to Cook. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Now we get another stoppage here, just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. And the Colts into the dime set for 3rd down. Back to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. They tried for the field goal to really eliminate all shadow of a doubt, and instead, well, let's introduce some doubt into the picture and a little energy on the other side. Kate, it's not quite an automatic win still. They're going to have to get focused defensively and make sure they get a stop to clinch this.
Setting up to pass. This one taken in by Corum. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. He'll look to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Here he is to throw. He's on the move. He's running for it. The juke gets him some running room. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Here he is to throw. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Back to the air here on 2nd and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to get that one to Brock Bowers. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
To throw. A bit of desperation on this thing. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Vikings make the play that should win them this game. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
The Vikings into victory formation here as they take a knee.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win for the Vikings. And this streak will live to see another week as they take down yet another opponent over Brock. What has been an incredible stretch of games for them. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.
bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
CIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not me. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, hit before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lack down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All my hot girls yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
All the dope boys yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Front the back gate yelling,
bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
To get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick.